God Thoth. Well, I did hear Thoth. 5,000 women. Amit, Thoth, Thomas, Yvette, and Paco. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on with 5,000 women, what it could possibly mean here. And I saw a vision of Ampu as well today. So I feel like Ampu Anubis is going to be important for this reading. I'm hearing myriad. Got the Nine of Pentacles. The King of Cups. And Strength. I'm hearing something about a TV personality. Something took off really fast for someone in my collective regarding some type of involvement where you had to use your personality for some type of television, or whether you were on the radio or doing some podcast of some sort. It took off really fast for you. And it's making me think of your goal was to reach a lot of women. And you successfully did that. You gained a lot of attention in reaching women. I'm hearing like in harmful relationships. So like battered women, women that have been through unfortunate situations in their life, and you were helping them cope with what it is that they had been through so they can heal and become the best versions of themselves and be productive in whatever path that opened up for them based on where their healing journey had led them to be. So you were successful in that. You were successful in that. You had an abundance and you were able to share what you have gained from the fruits of your labor. So now the King of Cups here. So it's interesting because it's making me think of you help a lot of women heal. But now in the present time, it's time for you to take responsibility over your own healing journey. Which is interesting because I feel like oftentimes there are people that have life transformations and they want to help people based on their own journeys. Now, you wanted to help people heal, but there's a lot of wounds within you that have not been healed. Now, in order for you to address these wounds within yourself, it's going to take a lot of inner strength, a lot of preparation as well, I'm hearing, to tackle what it is that you have to address here. Now, I'm feeling like there's some type of sinister attachment to you. It's like this energy that is always there. It's like a dark energy that's always there, laughing at your misfortunes. And there, through your work, you're going to be able to discover what the core issue is, where that source is coming from. And you're going to be able to release that so you can have inner peace as well, because you're doing wonderful things with these women. You are helping these women heal, but yeah, you are worthy of healing as well. I wasn't expecting that at all. So these 5,000 women, you have really connected and helped a lot of these ladies progress in life in their healing journey. So congratulations to you for that. So I believe AMPU is coming up because when I started my healing journey, I also saw AMPU as well. He was the first Egyptian god that I saw. And I have been watching all these videos on Anubis, AMPU, on how the world views AMPU based on everyone sharing these stories about Anubis. And that is not how I experienced Anubis to be. Now, when AMPU popped up in my life, it was very important that I work on a lot of wounds that needed to be healed within me. Like, there were a lot of intense, dark energies within me that I had to unlock, and I had to sit in that energy, and it was a long journey in repairing a lot of damage that had been done, a lot of work that I had to do. And I got some help because it was so my healing journey was so powerful. I had to seek help to help me because there's certain things I didn't want to do alone. It was 11:11 when I said that. So the power of AMPU in my energy, in my life force, it was extremely powerful. And he is within me and in my DNA. So the thing is, I had learned that my connection was extremely deep with AMPU, and it was all about healing. And I healed at a very extraordinary pace. It was so much healing. I just got so tired. I was so exhausted of all the healing. Like, there were so many layers, and there's still layers to this day. It was a lot of trauma that I experienced as a child, and a lot of past life wounds as well that I had learned through the help of a quantum practitioner that we worked on me addressing and healing as well. So we're talking about like this jackal that is ferocious, and all these things that these TV shows, these podcasts, YouTube videos, or whatever, they depict Anubis as. That's not what I experienced. It's a very loving energy that was guiding me every step of the way through my healing journey. And a lot of that journey consisted of I'm hearing muscle, and it's a reminder. It took muscle, the energy, that muscle strength of Anubis to help pave the way for me to be able to be vulnerable. Vulnerability was essential to me showing the world, because that was something I could never have done in the past without these energies aiding me in my journey. I said I was ready. I said that to the universe. And when I said I was ready, Ampoule popped up. Gathaf popped up. Sobek popped up. And they were working their energies to help me along my journey. And for some reason, I'm sharing this story because in some way, I feel like it's going to help you in your journey. You're watching this video and it's connecting with you somehow. And that's something that you're going to have to figure out for yourself. I saw you. Mary, I saw you. So something else that is coming up is like Thomas, Yvette, and Paco. I like protection. Wheel of Fortune. I'm here like seeking protection. So hearing what's up? What's up? Six of Cups. Pull one more card here for clarification. And this is the Four of Wands. I'm hearing something about misguiding to start working on your own inner healing. It's going to require you to go deep into your past on some things that transpired in your youth. Here's something about oatmeal and old-fashioned. Something about old-fashioned oatmeal. And I'm hearing like peach cobbler. So something about the food. Sharing this type of food in a household, in your household. It's going to bring up some memories here for you. And something about a plastic bag as well. I'm picking up that even though you're well off now, you're well off, you're doing extremely well for yourself, there was a time in your life where someone may have told you or showed you through their actions that you weren't always the brightest star in the room. And they may have been cruel to you based off of some things that you were doing. And there was some type of negligence as well. I guess you were, I don't feel like you were getting the attention that you needed, and you were always getting into mischief. Something with a plastic bag. You may have been playing around with a plastic bag in your youth, and it became like a critical situation. That's all I'm going to say about that. And you were lectured for this, like harshly. I'm sensing that your family was well off, like financially. So that wasn't the issue. It was just more so like communications. You were not provided enough attention. But your family had everything that they needed, though. I'm hearing that there are pieces of energy that you need to collect as you unlock these memories within to work on becoming whole again, energetically. Something about celibacy is coming up here. You may be a person who is celibate. I'm hearing that you're exploring your options right now. So you are celibate while you're waiting on that. I mean, you're not the type of person that believes in fornicating. I'm hearing the word fornicate. you're not going to have sex with just anyone, and you're willing to wait here. Something about spacious is coming up. Something being spacious. This is a star. This is it's 2222 when I'm saying this. And I did hear 222 before I started this reading. So this is 222 is going to be significant here. This is about making a wish regarding your own healing journey, because the significance in you actually healing a lot of these traumatic wounds is going to be, it's going to provide you with a breakthrough. Like, you think you're doing extremely well right now. Wait till you accomplish what it is that you need to accomplish in this deep cleansing and healing of yourself with these traumas that happened in the past. You're going to really be, I'm hearing, carefree. And because I know what it feels like to be in a position of power, have whatever it was that I desired, and have the strength and the commitment to start again while I was healing. And it was intense healing. And where I'm at today, when we're speaking about like unlocking fears, it's extremely rewarding knowing that these limitations that I allowed to prevent me from being carefree, because there was a time that I would never have been bold and daring enough to do what it is that I'm doing right now. The topics that I share with you all, this is something I have never imagined that I would have been doing. And I've said that a number of times. And I'm going to continue to say that, because this type of energy is exactly what fearlessness looks like. Something inside of you wants to be fearless, bold, daring, carefree. But there are energies that need to be worked through for you to obtain those types of attributes. The only thing that's stopping you right now is the commitment, because it's scary. It's scary. Knowing that you're going to have to allow yourself to be vulnerable like that, to feel those intense feelings. Now, whatever it is that you need to unlock, like the trauma, is going to require that you, I'm hearing studious. You got to study certain things too while you're doing this. So it's going to be a number of things. You're going to have to do the healing part. You're going to have to be studying certain things as well as you unlock these traumas, on how to sit with that energy and be able to go on. Because something's risky here. I don't feel like you're going to want to commit to walking away from everything like I did, but there are going to be some things that you're going to have to research on your own, because you have to look up what it is that you could potentially experience, on your end. Everybody doesn't want to walk away from everything, that is entirely up to you on how you want to do it, right? So there's no right way to do it either. If you want to hold on to something and make adjustments according to however you see fit, then you have that right to do that. So Amit is coming up heavily at this time. Um, I'm hearing Lorax, like the Lorax, I speak for the trees, and Seven of Wands. Okay, so the thing is, the courage that it's going to take for you to start working on healing these wounds, you're going to be simultaneously standing up against certain energies attacking you as well, because they're going to see that you're in this vulnerable state, and there's going to be attacks sent your way. So Amit is coming up. I'm hearing as a protector for you to help you through this very sensitive part of the journey that you are going to pursue here. And I'm hearing mission accomplished. I'm hearing something about aversion. And I'm hearing walk away. This is a death card. This is make me think of something with religion as well. There was a different beliefs in the household when you were growing up, different than your own, which caused some complications in your journey. So there are some repairs that need to be addressed with this as well. And something about, I'm hearing like my son. Something is coming up regarding, you may have a child, a son. I'm hearing like you need something here regarding your son. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. You're praying for your son to be financially set in life. So when I'm hearing you praying like this, it's making me think that something is happening where you're not foreseeing your son being successful in whatever he's doing right now, or however life is unfolding for him. You're not thinking that he is going to be successful financially. Eight of Wands, but there's a lot of work being done. But it's not on his end. I'm feeling it's on your end. You're working extremely hard to make sure that your son is going to be financially set in life. Now, I'm feeling like there may be the people out there being judgmental about what you're doing for your son, because the thing is, I feel like the type of society that you live in, a man is viewed as someone that can do what you're doing for him on his own, and it teaches him life lessons. But you are trying to take the burden off of him in doing that, and you're putting that burden on yourself. So this might be one of the reasons why you feel like you can't claim like emotional responsibility for yourself at this time. So that's something that you want to probably explore. What responsibilities are you providing for your son so that he can have certain experiences? And just from my own experience, I have with kids, that when we allow our children to work for, if not all, some of what they have financially, It teaches them value and knowing that they accomplished this, and it can really um, show you as well that they are capable of being okay in the world, because we're not always going to be here in this life, right? So ideally, um, I would love for myself to go first when it's time to return back to uh, that infinite energy. And my child, um, I would love to see that she is going to be successful here. Um, and I can do that now by watching her, um, and how she um, holds everything together. So this is coming up, I feel, is because it's important. Maybe you need to see this with your own eyes, but it's going to require that you take a step back. And if you don't have to like do everything at once, but you can give your son like a responsibility, right? And you can see how he does with that, right? And if there are some issues, you can help. This is a teaching um, opportunity, right? You want to teach him how to avoid whatever he is doing that wasn't effective. So that is extremely important. It can be rewarding when he can do these things independently. He needs someone to teach him, right? And this is something that you're capable of doing. But for whatever reason, like a lot of people, we feel like sometimes when we do everything for our children, that it was better than what was done for us. And it makes us just content knowing it was done, right? But sometimes it's even more rewarding watching them do it on their own and knowing that we instill those skills within our children to be successful, which is amazing. So I didn't even know that it was going to go this way. I never do. Like, that's the beauty of collective readings from my perspective, is like, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm called to talk about certain things that I hear, that I see, that I feel, and it just takes a turn to something like, I love it when it has a beautiful ending like this, or a beautiful outcome like this. It's not always beautiful, but this is all for today. And I will talk to you later. I love you. Ashe.